I recently made the change of being a stay-at-home mom again, and after having been a stay-at-home mom before, I know that staying at home full-time is mentally the harder path for me. So after being like kind of in tune with my anxiety and all this mental stuff for the better part of 3 years, I put together a list and put together 5 things that have helped me manage and deal and keep my anxiety at bay while I'm staying at home full time with now a 3-year-old and an almost 2-year-old. So here we go. Number 1, get ready and make your bed. Every day, non-negotiable. If you have to, this is what I do sometimes. Put your kids in front of ABC Mouse for 45 minutes, half hour. I might get some flack for that. Have them watch ABC videos, story rhymes, nursery rhymes. They're not gonna crumble from having 45 minutes of screen time in the morning. Ella's actually learned a lot of great things from ABC Mouse. She can practically sing the alphabet backwards. As well as saying it forwards because of ABC Mouse. So anyway, that was a little bit of a tangent, but have a little bit of screen time for your kids in the morning if they're at the age like mine are where they're just constantly running around, you're constantly have to like, you know, man the team, and just make your bed, make you feel good and put together, and do whatever you need to do to make yourself feel ready in the morning. For me, sometimes that's just tinted moisturizer. Other times like today, I got a little dulled up a bit. So get ready, make your bed. Non-negotiable. All right, number 2, quiet time. Also non-negotiable. That's what both my kids are doing right now. And find a setup that works best for quiet time. I actually have moved Ella from their room, because Archie and Ella share a room, into our room for quiet time because Ella would just have a blast with Archie during quiet time, which is great. I love that they're like BFFs and play together all the time, but Archie is teething and he's, you know, not even 2 years old yet, so it's vital that he gets that nap every day. But there were days where Ella would just go in the toy closet and dump all the bins into Archie's pack and play, and I would walk in and, not kidding, literally every toy was in his pack and play, and he's kind of like trying to, you know, get out from all the toys. Quiet time. It's a time for you to, like, for me, I don't know why I'm saying you, me, stuff I do, to regroup, to have a nice cup of coffee that you don't have to reheat 4 times, and just get some writing done, I'm doing some contract work, and get some contract work done, just read a freaking book. Who cares? Do whatever you want to do to make, or what you need to do to kind of reset for that second part of the day, dinner time, bedtime, and all that. Number 2. Number 3, have something to look forward to. Now, this isn't something like tangible you can do daily to get you through the day and have kind of like help your anxiety, but overall, I've found that this really, really helps if you're kind of in a slum where you can't just get out of that hole of you're not motivated to get ready, you're not motivated to clean. I mean, any of these things that are so easy to happen when you have anxiety and depression. When we were living out west, that have something to look forward to. This is actually how I discovered how helpful having something to look forward to is. When we were living out west, this was pretty hard to accomplish. Now, in doing these videos, I don't want to end up sounding pretty dramatic because when I say out west, a lot of times it can sound dramatic because it really was just me and Tim, you know. Didn't go out a lot. We weren't allowed around a lot of people. That was just how our life was at that point in time. So having something to look forward to for me when I was at home with Ella every day when she was an infant was as little as a show. Freaking no shame. I love Live with Kelly. Stereotypical mom, who cares? I love it. I think she's hilarious. Great. Also, Ellen DeGeneres, 3 o'clock was usually when Ella was napping. I could sit down, and no matter how depressed I was, which at that point was pretty bad, I knew I could sit down and probably laugh just a little bit. And when you're in a pretty bad place, that's no small thing. So whatever you can find that you have something to look forward to, focus your mind on it and just look forward to it. It could be a show, it can be a vacation. I mean, obviously the degree of your thing will change depending on what state of life you're in. Doesn't matter how big or small. What matters is you have something to look forward to. That was number 3. Number 4. All right. This one can get a little heated. I'm not really sure why. It can be controversial. I have always been pretty passionate about this even before I had kids. It's something I knew I always wanted to do. And that is keep your identity, or a part of your identity, outside of mom. I don't know why this is such a big deal for us today, but it is. I think we feel guilty when we're not thinking or, with our kids 24/7. That's just silly, in my opinion, whatever. I think it's vital, crucial for the mom, for the husband, for everybody in the family, for the mom to have an identity outside of mom. For her to feel good as just herself, as Caitlin for me. And I think a tangible way that can be achieved is think about some things that made you feel good and fulfilled and creative, or whatever thing it is for you, before you had kids, and just do them. Just do them. Find a babysitter. If you don't have a budget for a babysitter, because that was us once, get out of your comfort zone and ask somebody to watch your kids as a favor. Hey, Mommy's doing a video.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to come say hi?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, hi.
Hi.
Okay, can you finish your quiet time? Mommy will be in a minute, okay?
Okay.
Okay, love you. Just don't forget about yourself. There's nothing selfish in saying that. Remember you, take care of yourself. I try to do that, and I sometimes get caught up in, oh, is this gonna look bad, or oh, maybe I should be doing this, or oh, maybe I should be with the kids. You do what you gotta do. Number 5, last one. Find someone to confide in. This one can be difficult to achieve. I really struggled with this out west. I never really knew who to talk to openly about anything that I was going through, partially because I was a new mom, and as a new mom, I felt extremely guilty for what I was feeling. Just like this is overlapping with my bout with postpartum depression, but feeling really detached from my little girl, and really not, like, wanting to shrivel up inside myself, and just not be anybody anymore. I didn't want the life that I had. I didn't want to be around. I wanted to be invisible. And I also think that, when you have anxiety, you tend to maybe overthink how someone's gonna take what you're telling them. So when I didn't even know how to say things that I was feeling to somebody, because I thought they might think it was like, you're just being dramatic, it's all in your head. I mean, stuff I've been told before, so I had good reason to think that. And when I was out west, you're not going to tell some random person in a mom's group that. I mean, maybe if you go to a meeting and, you really connect with somebody, maybe you can, and you feel like you can confide in them, maybe you'll, eventually confide in that person. But I just didn't know I didn't know where to start to confide in anybody. So I just didn't. I didn't confide in anybody. The therapists were who I confided in at that point. But find a person you can confide in, even if it makes you uncomfortable. Just be honest. Just say, I'm having a really hard time right now. I don't know why I'm feeling this way. I want to try to get out of this rut. I don't know where to start. And I just, I feel like I could talk to you. And that's where I'm starting. For me, thank God right now, the person that I can confide in is my best friend. She's not another mom, so I don't think it has to be another mom. I do think it has to be somebody who understands mental health and doesn't belittle mental health issues, because a lot of people out there do. You say something about anxiety or depression or just how you're feeling, and someone easily can be like, it's in your head, sleep it off, whatever. They have to understand mental health. That's a vital. That's also really hard to, that's a hard person to find. So just try to find somebody who understands these issues and takes them seriously. Somebody who can laugh with you, but can also be serious with you and hear you when you need to be heard, and listen when you just need to be listened to, and maybe offer some advice. You know, maybe you don't even need advice in that moment. The one thing that I find very helpful in the person that I confide in is she is not someone who is going to respond with, it's all rainbows and butterflies all the time, or it's going to be okay, or, you know, well, maybe that one's all right, but every stage is beautiful. Like, I get it. I'm their freaking mom. I understand every phase of their little lives are beautiful. I spend all of my time with them. I love them to death, quite literally. I don't need to be told that what they're going through is beautiful. I understand that. I birthed them. What I need to hear is, you know, okay, let's go get a drink, lady friend. Find somebody who you can confide in, who takes mental health seriously, who won't belittle whatever issue you're having or feeling you're feeling, and just go skip off and have a margarita. So that's that, guys. I hope this helped in some way for somebody out there. This literally has been almost 4 years of tackling anxiety and depression head on. It's my second go around of being a stay-at-home mom, so I'm very attuned to how I'm feeling and what I need. I'm trying so hard to do this, check everything off this checklist every single day. Getting ready and making my bed is not the thing I am best at, but I try. That's all that matters. So that's it for now, guys. Like, subscribe. If you know somebody who's struggling with mental health or whatever, send them on over. All right, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.